Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, not always told how to voice radio, and today was going to be Turtonator Day. But that's okay. I've still got time today to do one Turtonator video. One Turtonator video will have to be enough, and I tell you what, I think Turtonator GX is just about to get an awful lot better. Now, we've had Turtonator for a while. Turtonator is a very good card Turtonator has seen play. It's got two really good attacks. It's got Bright Flame that does 160 and you discard 2 fire energy. Now with a choice band that hits up to 190 and gets one-hit KOs on things like Tapu Lele, which has been quite important. In the expanded format, it's seen a whole bunch of play with the Blacksmith card that allows you to attach 2 fire energy from your discard to one of your fire Pokemon. And of course, we've had Volcanion EX, and Steam Up works nicely here. Turtonator is a basic fire Pokemon, so one Steam Up from Volcanion with a choice band, you're hitting 220, and you're getting stuff like Zoroark GX, for argument's sake. And then, of course, you've had the Baby Volcanion Haynek, which allows you to accelerate a bit of energy. It's been a good Pokemon, it's seen quite a bit of play. Now, you've also got Nitrotac GX that allows you to attach 5 basic fire from your discard to your Pokemon in any way that you like. A decent mid to late game GX attack. I played a lot of Turtonator. It is my favourite deck in Expanded, but even I don't use that Nitrotac GX every turn. Sometimes useful, but it's alright. But the attack that has long intrigued me, and a lot of other people, is Shell Trap. For just 2 colourless energy, which could be done with double colourless energy, although as I've said, in Expanded you've got Blacksmith, you've always got Volcanion, and let's not forget our old friend Kiawe. I mean, Kiawe for Shell Trap seems a little over the top, but it's an option. You do 20 damage. 20 damage isn't particularly good. But then if Turtonator takes any damage during your opponent's next turn, the attacking Pokemon takes 8 damage counters. Now here's the thing, you've always been able to use Shell Trap with Volcanion EX and Steam Up ability. The problem with this is that you need to have the energy in hand every single turn to use Steam Up. Now you've always got Starmie from Evolutions, fine I suppose, and some people have used that, but it's difficult to always have that energy to Shell Trap. So we have another option, and it's an option that excites me, if not having been a little bit too clunky. It is the Promo Lurantis. Now, the Promo Lurantis does 20 more damage to all of your grass Pokemon's attacks. What people often forget is it also allows all of your fire Pokemon to do an extra 20 damage with their attacks. I'm still not 100% sure why. Well, I do. It's because Sunny Day in the video game increases the damage of fire-type moves, but then it doesn't increase the damage of grass-type moves. I don't know, let's just move on, shall we? And now, you can be just using Shell Trap every turn, while using Sunny Day to boost it up. Now, I don't think you're going to get 4 Lurantis in play. That seems a little over the top. But let's say, for argument's sake, you do get 4 Lurantis in play. Now, your Shell Trap, instead of doing 20 damage, does 100 damage. With a choice band, that's 130. That is important. The reason why it's important is because then if your opponent hits you, they take 8 damage counters and they go up to a total of 210. Zoroark is probably the most widely played Pokemon around at the moment, and would you believe it, 210 HP. Silvally also has 210 HP and also sees a huge amount of play. Now, Golisopod also has 210 HP, but you're hitting Golisopod for weakness, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. And I should also mention at this stage that you're also hitting Decidueye for weakness, and Decidueye has seen a little bit of play here and there over the past few months in these big tournaments, so quite frankly, this could be an awful lot of fun. But we've had Turtonator since Guardians Rising, and we've had the Lurantis promo for a while. Why is this Shell Trap combination on my mind at the moment? The answer is very simple. Leafeon GX is coming out, and I like Leafeon GX a lot. Now, first of all, it's got a really nice ability that if it's in the active, you get to heal 50 damage from one of your Pokemon with energy attached, which is really handy because, of course, you need to keep your Turtonators alive. I know that seems really obvious to say, but Turtonator, being a basic Pokemon, healing is good. But that's not where my Leafeon love really comes in. My Leafeon love really comes in from the GX attack. For a single grass energy, for each basic Pokemon on the bench, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon and evolve it. You just evolve all of your basic Pokemon on the bench. Now, here we probably need to remind ourselves that the Eevee from Sun and Moon with Energy Evolution is a thing. So what you do, nice and simply, is you get an Eevee, you attach a grass energy to it. Remember, if you're relying on Shell Trap, you don't need to play fire energy, so you can just use grass energy. You attach a grass energy to Eevee, evolve it into Leafeon, and then just evolve all of the Fomantis on your bench. We've, of course, got the standard turn 1 Bridget, which gets 3 Fomantis out. You then evolve all of your Fomantis using Leafeon GX's GX attack, and you're set up for the game. Because here's the thing, your opponent is going to want to play stuff like Guzma to attack the bench, take out your Lurantis, etc. But Lurantis only give up a single prize, unlike Volcanion, which is your other real option for boosting up Shell Trap here. And then you just get to keep Shell Trapping, and sooner or later, your opponent is going to run out of Guzma. And, of course, you don't necessarily need to use Choice Band here. How about using Fighting Fury Belt? That gives Turtonator effectively 230 HP, and you do an extra 10 for Shell Trap, but rather than using Choice Band and doing an extra 30 to EXs or GXs, you use Fighting Fury Belt but do an extra 10 to everything. Yeah, I can see a lot of advantages to this as well. Then, of course, in comes the healing. You can use an Ace Roller, pick up that damaged Turtonator, pop a new Turtonator in the active, and you should have a double colorless energy because you just picked up a Turtonator with a double colorless energy attached. You could even here use Max Potion and then use Special Charge to recover the double colorless that you discarded when you used Max Potion. I think this could be quite a lot of fun here, just using Shell Trap every single turn. Now, I suppose this is the part of the video where I'm contractually obliged to mention that Pokemon Ranger will avoid the extra damage counters from Shell Trap, but nobody's playing it, so it doesn't matter. But the real advantage that Leafeon brings you here is that you don't need to search for all of your Lurantis. You don't need to spend 2 or 3 turns and a whole bunch of Ultra Balls searching out your Lurantis and evolving them up. You just use Leafeon's GX attack, evolve all of your Fomantis into Lurantis in one go, and then Shell Trap for 80 to 100 every single turn, forcing your opponent to have a Guzma or attack into Shell Trap. And here's the thing, if you can get this combo working early enough in the game, your opponent won't be able to set up and use a Guzma. So there'll be turns they can't use a Guzma because they've got to use something like a Professor Sycamore to set up instead. I don't know that this is going to be some amazing, unstoppable, brilliant, wonderful, top-tier deck, but I do know that Shell Trap is one of the most interesting attacks we've got at the moment. And I do know that Lurantis makes it much better. And I do know that Leafeon's GX attack helps your setup here wonderfully. And let's not forget healing. You're essentially using one energy attachment, so stuff like Ace Roller and Max Potion come in beautifully here. Bit of extra bulk with Fighting Fury Belt, you're hitting for decent damage, while your opponent probably isn't going to KO you, they're going to take a bunch of damage counters, and then you get to heal. It sounds very nice indeed. But as always with these kind of videos, ladies and gentlemen, I need your opinion. Let me know in the comment section. Have you tested this deck? Have you played against it? How much potential do you think it has? Go nuts! Be nice. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. We are going to be doing a live stream at 1 PM UK time tomorrow. Please do come and join in. It's going to be fun. It's always fun. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and so on, you can do so over at patreon.com/PTCGRadio. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.